they can keep it up going into next week. 8 on your side's Chloe Sparks live at Ray J with what Bucks fans need to know. Hey, Chloe.
Good morning. The Bucks are headed to Detroit to take on the Lions next. Now, predictions are favoring the opposing team, but we were in the same situation when we played the Eagles here at Ray J last night, and look at what happened with that.
And we stay bucked down. This the Bay. Tampa. Yeah, Detroit, you're going down.
What a game. Bucks fans showed out for what they say was an electric playoff game, bringing back all the feels from the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay beat the Eagles 32-9 last night with an injured quarterback who threw 337 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bucks extend their hot streak, now winning 6 of their last 7 games.
Go Bucks! Go Bucks! We got this! Go Bucks all the way!
And that's the kind of energy we're looking for throughout this week as the Bucks head on to Detroit to play next. Reporting live in Tampa, Chloe Sparks, 8 on your side.
All right, thank you, Chloe. And a lot went into last night's victory. As you can tell by the score, the defense played a huge part.
Loftus and Aileen Hnatiuk have more on the key players.
The Bucks are moving on to the divisional round with a 32-9 win over the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night. And when you only surrender 9 points, we're going to start by talking about the defense.
You have to.
We knew that they wanted to contain the run game, and they did that, only surrendering 42 rush yards, and they just showed up. The usual suspects on defense: Levante David, Vita Vea, Jamel Dean, some of the front runners leading the way.
Well, not on the offensive side of the ball. You had David Moore, Trey Palmer, not the typical guys you usually see in the end zone. Of course, Chris Godwin, but it's really impressive the fact that the Bucks had 5 dropped passes, I believe, in that first half and still came out on top. And the story of this season so far for this Bucks team is they believed in themselves when no one else did.
They had it all going in this game against the Eagles, so now a road trip to Detroit is next for the divisional round. At Raymond James Stadium for Aileen Hnatiuk, I'm Karen Loftus, 8 on your side.
And Baker Mayfield had quite the game. He completed 61% of his passes, throwing for 337 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's actually the first 300-yard, 3-touchdown passing game in Bucks playoff history. Mayfield's passing yards rank as the 3rd most ever in a playoff game for the team. The record for both those games ahead of him go to Tom Brady. To follow the latest on the lead up to the upcoming game against the Lions, you can visit our website and also stay with us all throughout the morning.
Right now, 1 person is in custody and 2 people are in the hospital after.
Is the fog. The dense fog advisory goes until 10 a.m. with visibility in spots less than a quarter mile, but we are starting to see some improvement, specifically in the Polk County area and up into Hernando County, but still very thick fog in spots. We're seeing that break up in the fog because the winds are starting to get a little stronger, and that mixes out the fog. So you see the stronger winds in the Polk County area. So hopefully this won't be as thick. In fact, it's actually gotten better at the Lakewood Ranch community. Here it is 70 degrees right now. And I mentioned Hernando County. That was actually where a little bit of rain splashed through there as well. So with my weather watchers, nice and warm. We got Mike in Winter Haven at 68, Temenda and Plant City at 69, Guy and Avon Park at 68. If you're trying to exercise, you got the fog this morning, you got the downpours happening through the middle of the day. So you got to wait until the evening when those showers start to taper down. And that's when the cold air comes in. Tomorrow morning, these are your feels like temperatures. 26 tomorrow in Crystal River. Please remember to bring a jacket to work tomorrow. The rest of us feeling like the 30s, because while the fog will go away, you can see the showers, and we're bringing Amanda just a bit, but you can see how the clouds and showers kind of stick around through the day. Then it's colder, and then we only get 1 day where it's sunny before the rain comes back, and that's kind of a part of El Nino, is these constant areas of rain. And Amanda's here to talk about that.
Yes, yeah. So we've been getting a lot of questions about when is this pattern going to end? Why are we so cold out there? And it's really all because of the clouds and the systems that have been moving through, and it's all because of El Nino. We've talked about this several times over the past couple of months, but we're bringing it back because it has been an active couple of weeks here. And it all has to do with El Nino causing this jet stream right here. Typically during the winter, we talk about the polar jet stream bringing that colder air down, but it all all has to do with this subtropical jet stream continuing to bring in system after system. And when we say that, it's areas of low pressure that ride along this jet stream, and they actually move right over the state of Florida. And that's what we've been dealing with over the past really the past couple of months, past 60 days or so. And that leads to those wetter and cooler conditions because we have those frequent fronts coming through. It brings extra clouds, it blocks the sun, it leads to those cooler temperatures, and obviously the rain as well. Our last 80-degree day was December 9th, and we really don't have any 80-degree days in the forecast anytime soon. So when is this all going to end? Well, there's actually a good chance, a 73% chance that El Nino is going to dissipate by April and into May. That does mean that we have a couple of months to go of El Nino sticking around and possibly these wetter and cooler conditions continuing at least through March and into April. There is a notable change in the forecast when we get to April and May, with El Nino possibly developing. This gray bar that you see here, these are neutral conditions, and this is a forecast from NOAA, and there is a good chance that we could see those neutral conditions coming by then. Unfortunately, looking farther ahead, that blue bar that you see there, there's a good chance that La Nina comes back for hurricane season, which is not great news heading into hurricane season.
Yes, because El Nino brings us a wetter winter, and then La Nina brings us a stormier hurricane season. Yes. So kind of the worst of both situations, but we'll keep you updated on it. I mentioned the constant rain. We got the 70% rain chance today. Rain coming back in with another cold front Thursday into Friday, and then again next week. And between those systems, we get cold. 59 tomorrow, 58 on Saturday. Could be 39 Sunday morning. All right, let's check it on traffic because it has been busy.
It has been busy, foggy, and it's getting even messier. Heading up to Pasco County, Spring Hill, State Road 52, you can see this congestion that is on the map. This is all because of a crash that's reported at Canyon Boulevard. Now, this is State Road 52. Your alternate route to this is going to be all the way down at State Road 54 or all the way up at County Line Road. So you're going to want to sit it out with this one and give yourself plenty of extra time, 20 extra minutes if you're moving through that area, because it's going to be a much longer route for you to go all the way up to County Line Road or all the way down to State Road 54. Now, as for I-75, definite haze right here at State Road 56. Overall, though, your drive times I-75 through Pasco County look really good. That continues as you head into Hillsborough County and make your way towards Brandon, 20 minutes from that apex. Back to you.
Thank you, Beth. Well, a policy that came about in the COVID era is here to stay. South Carolina and New Hampshire today.
DeSantis and other.
All right, we do have the dense fog advisory until 10 a.m. Again, there are some spots that's gotten a little better, so just be aware. You may see changes in visibility as you drive around. And there's a couple of showers up in Citrus County right now. Now, the thick fog has kind of returned back to the US 19 corridor around Newport Richey. There's a Hyundai of Newport Richey there. It's about 69 degrees, so foggy. Couple more showers expected by 11, and then some strong thunderstorms may be possible right in the middle of the day when it's 73 at 2 p.m. Then it gets colder tonight, dropping down into the 40s. Even with sunshine tomorrow, we stay in the 50s. Let's check it on traffic.
All right, despite the fog, our interstates have remained mainly clear. Not the case anymore. In Tampa, I-75 right at Fletcher Avenue, a crash that's reported there. However, in those southbound lanes, it's not going to affect your drive times if you are headed in that direction. I-4 eastbound in Seffner, right at that I-75 junction, there is a crash in that area. However, it's not the eastbound lanes where we're seeing delays. It's the westbound lanes. So US 92 is going to be your alternate route. Overall, though, throughout the area, this is what you're going to see. At least a little bit of that haze hanging around, so you're going to need some extra time to take it nice and easy.
Yes. Yeah, take it slow this morning if you can, because it is intense out there right now.
Yeah, very, very dense in some spots still for a little bit, I imagine.
Taking a live look at Ray J right now after we are celebrating the Bucks win over the Eagles. Yes, the area is rocking as the Bucks move on in the playoffs after a big win over the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, Detroit, you're going down!
The Bucks dominated from start to finish in all areas of the game. Final score, 32-9. 8 on your sides. Chloe Sparks joining us live from Ray J this morning.
And Chloe, after that big score last night, Bucks fans now really looking towards Detroit.
Good morning. They sure are. The Bucks are headed to Detroit to take on the Lions next. And it's all thanks to last night's electric playoff game. I wouldn't be surprised if fans are waking up this morning still smiling.
Oh, man, it's great. Great win. Ready to go to the Super Bowl.
hopefully.
I was here when we lost on the 25th. It was my birthday, and I was pretty upset. This is definitely a tide change, and we're very happy. And big turnaround.
Baker Mayfield had a great game, even through his injuries, throwing for 337 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now, this is the Bucs' 6th win in just 7 games. They're hot right now, and we're all hoping they stay hot, but you heard what that guy said. We're ready to go to the Super Bowl, and this is just another step to get there. Sunday's game is an away game. It will be the first time we've played the Lions in the postseason since 1997, a game I will say the Bucs did win. We did lose to the Lions in the regular season, similarly to the Eagles, but if Baker and the Bucs come out like they did last night, Sunday's 3 o'clock game should be another game that fans wake up still smiling from. Guys.
All right, Chloe Sparks live for us this morning. Thanks, Chloe. The Bucs now turn their focus to the Detroit Lions. The game scheduled for Sunday afternoon at 3 in Detroit. As Chloe mentioned, the Bucs played against the Lions.
Shirley reporting live for us. Trevor, thank you.
6:08 is the time, and check your flight status this morning. Right now, there are 27 cancellations at Tampa International Airport. At last check, at least 27 flights are canceled. Several more are delayed. Media airlines say the problems are with winter weather that's happening nationwide. An Arctic blast is impacting tens of millions of people nationwide. They're dealing with frigid cold, icy roads, and high winds. Almost 80% of the entire country is below freezing. Some people are even being told to conserve electricity because of record-breaking demand due to the cold weather. Glad it's not us, Leigh, but I feel really bad for everyone dealing with that.
It's really tough up there. A lot of places, even in parts of the South, dealing with snow, and you know how tough that is. For us, we're warm, foggy this morning, and have a high of 73, the envy of the entire nation, even with a 70% chance of passing showers and even a couple of thunderstorms. And that's with a cold front. So when you look at the rainfall totals through the day, we could get anywhere from about a ½ inch, that's this green color, to possibly some areas, especially in our southern areas, up to about 1 inch of rain. In the short term, though, we're talking about the fog, and it is widespread through 7 a.m. Winds are going to start to pick up just a little bit, and that may start to mix out the fog, especially in inland areas like Polk and Highlands County, as early as 8 o'clock. And then by 9 o'clock, we start to thin out that fog in east of I-75. But some of the fog may linger along our coastline due to sea fog. But you can see passing downpours at 11 o'clock this morning, then a cold front. So for boaters, it's foggy, then rainy. West winds this afternoon at 10 to 15 knots. So while we jump up to 70s today, we're in the 40s tonight and never get out of the 50s tomorrow. How's traffic doing?
All right, so we're going to head all the way down to southern Sarasota County. Yes, you will see fog in that area. Unfortunately, now there is a deadly crash that's reported Inglewood Road right here at the Tamiami Trail. Now, green on the map, but you will see crews out there investigating for quite a while because it is a fatality, I should say. So make sure you take it nice and easy through that area. Also, I-75 southbound, another crash that's reported. It should say south of Clark Road because that is where this crash is. Southbound lanes of 75 is where you're going to see it. However, even though there is that crash there, you're not going to see any congestion as you move through the area. Southbound through Sarasota County looks really, really good. Northbound lanes are fine too. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Beth. Well, the Republican candidates now focusing on the New Hampshire primary.
We'll take a look at the key battle unfolding within the competition. Plus, an 8 on your side consumer alert. Why gas prices could soon reach multi-year highs.
And the 74th Emmy Awards now in the books. We'll tell you which entertainer joined an exclusive club.